All right, Mr. Vinod Rawal, your thoughts on the same as well, sir. What is it that you're expecting the Indian government to do as far as bringing some relief to certain sectors is concerned? We have been in that situation in the past as well, where COVID, in a way, when the pandemic happened, there was a time when the government had to come up with some sort of plans and packages for certain sectors and certain industries. Surely the situation is not as dire as it was back then, but in your perspective, is that something that the government should be looking at doing?
Yes, Devika, the government is certainly looking at it and keeping an eye on it. They are already working on it. This is not new, that this is not happening right now. It is happening for the last, I think, a long time. This 27th, this 25% penalty will be levied from tomorrow. But the 25% tariff has already been imposed. So I will say that the government was very well aware of all these situations. And moreover, when at the imposition of 25%, even Indian products were already out of the market because they were not competitive after the tariff with other countries. And the government has already worked on. The GST reliefs has already been brought in, which will be now brought to the consumption based. They will be getting the cascading effect on the GST also. They are giving other kinds of incentives. Even today, Prime Minister Modi has already inaugurated the e-Vitara of Maruti plant in Ahmedabad, which will be exporting to different more than 100 countries, including Europe and Japan. So they are already looking for other markets like Australia, New Zealand, all Europe. Even Russia has given 5% discount, extra discount on the energy bills. So these all things will be mitigating the things. But the only problem with this, that the employment, which is right now looking at how to work, because their kitchen has to be burned on. They have to work on. They cannot live without food. They cannot wait for months to go on. So already we have to work on those things, that their employments are secured. You have rightly said that during COVID it was done, that the employments were secured. Similar way, the PLI schemes or other schemes they can bring out, and they can incentivize those on the basis of the taxes paid by the organizations, because the major impact, however, there are exempted categories also. There is a pharma is exempted, electronics is exempted, vehicles are exempted. Still there is a scope. And moreover, the major impact is going to, as Mitali has rightly said, this is going to be on marine products. But I feel that way, that on marine products, if you put the tariff, it's a taste issue. It is not an issue of the price. Even if person has to buy, buy the taste, they will be using that. They will be at any price, they will be working, and there is no issue at all that they will be not be taking the shrimps and all, even if it is high, if it is taste issue. So I don't find those kinds of problems this time. Certain sectors are going to be affected. There is a textile, there are apparels, gems and jewelry, that's a major sector going to be affected straight away. And leather goods, machinery and machinery products. So these are the areas on which large impact is going to happen. But I feel that GST impact, GST rationalization will going to soothe the economy that way. The 0.80% GDP, which we feel that it will be affected with all this, that risk can be mitigated with the GDP rationalization. And moreover, the other things which government is going to take over, I think they will be announcing more schemes within a day or two, because they are also trying to have that meeting on 25th of August, which has now been cancelled, the trade meeting. Even the Trump administration has just warned China also that they will be imposing 200% tariff on that. It's a breaking news just now. If they don't give them the rare earth magnets, if they don't give it to them, they will impose 200% on that. And he said, we have better cards than China, but I'm not showing it to them. So actually, I think it's a trade struggle going on, and which country will be benefited from that depends on. But this is not that kind of situation that India is not able to handle this. India is very much in a position to handle. We are 1.4 billion. One of the US lawyer has rightly said in the morning, don't make India rich by doing all these things. And imagine Google headquartered at Mumbai and Meta headquartered at New Delhi. How will you feel that way? You are basically giving an opportunity to India to create these kinds of things in their own country. And our Prime Minister has rightly said, now this is more make in India and more localized products to be used. And these are 3 months. We all know that it's a shopping time now. It's a festival era, which is the major time of expense making by the 1.4 billion people. And this is the time. And that impact has to be faced by the other countries also. But India is going to, I think they are going to mitigate this risk, and this is not a big issue for us. However, we have to certainly plan on it on the right time.